What's up, Fit Fam? I'm back with another video. In this video, we're gonna cover what I eat daily to prepare for my show on December. I'm gonna try my best to cover every single meal, how I cook it, how I prepare it, my shopping, what I shop, and I'm gonna explain everything I do with every single meal and the purpose of it. Okay, so first things first, I have my food scale. I measure everything in grams and ounces. I measure my protein in ounces, and I measure my carbs in grams. Okay, and then my fiber I measure in grams as well. All right, so food scale is very important if you wanna lose weight, if you wanna track your macros, if you wanna track what you eat daily, especially during a weight loss journey, it's key for cutting weight. Okay, so I'm just gonna cover my meal number 2 and my meal number 4, and this is turkey, ground turkey, and I like to get creative, so I have a bunch of turkey patties over here, like about 8. What I do is I kind of like mold it out into a ball, right? And then I smash it like this. Nothing fancy, It just, when you're going through a weight loss journey, okay, the calories, as you get closer to the show, as you get closer to your goal, the calories are gonna drop, and the food intake is gonna drop. The carbohydrates are gonna be way low, and the protein is gonna be about the same. Okay, so eventually you're gonna go through a starvation. So you wanna trick your mind in the best way possible to believe that you're eating some food that you somewhat enjoy. So it's kind of crazy, but you kind of have to trick your mind to enjoy your food. That's what I mean. And sometimes you gotta get creative with your food, and make it fun, and try to make it as enjoyable as possible, even though it's not, right. So it's like kind of like making the best out of your messed up situation. Look at it that way. You know what I mean? Staying positive in a negative situation, pretty much. This is the message I'm trying to convey here. Okay, so I do this. I use Himalayan salt, pink salt. Okay, it's a healthier salt with a lower sodium intake. Okay, just a little sprinkle and some ground black pepper. Okay, and I'll sprinkle it on top of every single patty. And what I don't like to use olive oil. I use Pam. Okay, this is a Pam spray. It says 0 calories, but don't let it fool you. It's not actual 0 calories. It's actually probably like 2 or 5 calories, which you'll burn during a walk. Okay, it's nothing, but they be lying their ass off about this. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and spray it in the pan. Okay, right there. It's nice and hot now. So, and now I'm gonna go and place every single patty, turkey patty right here. Okay. And that's it. Okay, so now I let that sit for about, and simmer for about 5 minutes or less than that, and I'll flip it, and it's gonna be all ready to go. Okay, I have my rice right here on my rice cooker. All my rice is ready to go as well, and I got my green beans in the fridge, and that's gonna cover meal number 2 and meal number 4. Okay, which is a turkey rice, jasmine rice. This is jasmine rice, so it just depends on your diet. Jasmine rice has the least water retention, and that's why I prefer jasmine rice over other types of rice. Okay, and then I got my green beans in this time. Sometimes I do asparagus, okay, but in this diet I'm doing green beans. I also do spinach, but yeah. So that's meal number 2 and meal number 4. Okay, thank you. All right, Fit Fam. Once again, this I think is meal number 3. This one's a very simple meal. Okay, carb intake comes from Ezekiel bread, grain burger buns, ratio 4:9. Okay, reason we're doing this because it's you can see it's high on protein. It's 5 grams of protein and 17 grams of carbs. So, and it also has 3 grams of fiber. So as you can see, it's reaching the right nutrients that you need on prep and off season as well. Okay, I grabbed 2 of them, 2 buns. I toasted up. As you can see, it's ready. I make sure I don't toast it too much. Anything, you don't want to toast your foods too much, because if you toast it too much, it's going to ruin the nutrients that the food has. So don't overcook your foods at all, especially on prep. Okay, so as you can see, liquid egg whites. All right, we're gonna measure half a cup. Put it right there. 4 ounces. And 1 whole egg. That's all I'm getting, because the buns already have protein in it. So just adding to it. Pan is already ready to go. Using the spray, as I mentioned and explained before, just a little bit. Okay, put the air in here, and it's all ready. Again, Himalayan salt, and that's all. Very simple. That's just one meal number 3, and once it's ready, it's good to go. You can even take it to go. So and that's it. Okay, now what's up, Fit Fam? Today we have legs in the menu. We're heading to Team Tufunga Gym in Richmond, California, to kill some legs again. I either, go there or to a different gym. But I just love going over there for legs because they have the hack squat that I like. And I think, in my opinion, is one of the best ones in the Bay right now. And I just love going heavy in that hack squat. So, and I usually have one of the best leg days there. I have the whole gym for myself, especially around this time. But we are also incorporating some hamstrings just to warm up the knees as well. And you want to warm up the hamstrings because they're gonna assist with any squat movement, like hack squat, whether it is hack squat or like free weight squat or a Smith machine squat. You always want to warm up your hamstrings as well. Now, if you want optimal growth on your legs, you separate, quads from hamstrings, right? You have one leg day. First leg day is just quad focus with some hamstrings in the mix. And second leg day will be hamstrings and glutes, and throwing some quads in the mix as well. Okay, that's the best way to grow your legs, in my opinion. That's the way I do it. All bodybuilders do it that way. Why? Because it's just a lot of work to being able to do quads and a full-on hamstring workout all in the same workout. You're gonna spend 2 to 3 hours working out your legs. It's too much. By the time you get to hamstrings, you're already gassed up. You're already tired. So you don't want to do that. It's better to like separate them on different days. They don't have to be in the same week. They can be in one week you focus on quads, and the next week you focus on hamstrings, or whenever you recover, you know. But that's just how I like to do it. So I just decided I'm sitting at 16 weeks out right now. I believe. And I decided to like bring back the compound movements and all my workouts, and that means I'm gonna like try to like incorporate more free weights, more barbell squats, bench, deadlifts, you know, all that hard stuff that most people try to avoid. I firmly believe that a mix of machines and free weights in your workout is the best way to go right now, since we have so many machines that are great for isolating the muscle. But you want to have the best of both worlds, because if you want to give a certain look to your physique, like a more like a hard look, and then this goes for, you know, enhanced and natural athletes. You know, you should always have some type of like free weight exercises. Now, free weights require for your stabilizer muscles to activate. They recruit more muscles. They need not just, you know, merely like, let's say you're benching, you're not just using your chest to push the weight. You're also using your triceps, your shoulders, your rear delts, your back. But at the same time, that gives density to the muscle. So a mix of both, like, you know, will give you the best results you can possibly have, in my opinion, after all these years of trying both, you know. But also you got to know when to do it, when to push it. You know, if you have injuries or past injuries that you're recovering from, and then you know that squats or free weight squats or barbell squats are going to hurt you, then by all means try to avoid it. There's other machines that you can use, like hack squat, like Smith machine squat, you know, leg press. You know, there's other alternatives that you can use. Well, if you don't like a certain exercise, you can always switch it up. But, you know, doing both is the way to go. You know, just you know, incorporate both always. But the best way to stay injury free is knowing your body, knowing when to push it, knowing when to not. Some days I feel so tired that I don't want to go under the bar and do squats, or I don't want to go and bench, I don't want to go and deadlift. So, you know, I do it on the Smith machines, or I do you know, dumbbells, or I do just machines. Now there's like a wide variety of machines that have been designed and created to isolate the muscle. So you want to use that. But the downfall is that you're targeting the muscle that you want to target, but you're not giving the density to the muscle. You know, you're not getting stronger. Stronger muscle is a more lasting muscle. It's different. That's why when you're trying to recover from squats, from benching, from deadlifts, it takes you a while to recover, because your joints are also recovering, your nervous system are also recovering. All of that is recovering, but at the same time, it's giving you the best growth in the muscle, the best density. So you want both, and that's what we're doing in today's leg day. Okay, my pre-workout meal: turkey, rice, and green beans. Smash this meal, and then we're ready to go. And we're gonna try to go as heavy as we can. Hey, if you're not nervous, a little scared before leg day, you're not doing it right, baby. You're not trying hard enough. Okay, so you gotta be a little bit like, oh man, it's leg day. You know what I'm saying?
work, man. It's time to get this work. This right here is my top set. This where I give it all my heart, all my soul, blood, sweat, and tears into the set until you can't go no more. It's just me, myself, and I right now. I don't even got no fucking spotter. I don't even need nobody. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is you doing out there in the club getting fucked up? This is what you should be. This is what you should be doing. Getting this work. You know what I'm saying? What exactly are you celebrating? What the fuck have you done? You ain't done shit, man. This is where it's at. Come get this work and level up. Flip the script, man. Let's go, man. last but not least, to finish killing, destroying, demolishing these squats. Sets to failure. CC squat. Are they called CC squats? Nothing CC about this, but whatever. What this does is holding your feet together in place so you don't have to balance yourself out, and it sets you up in that perfect squatting form. Okay, so you gotta go slow, no weight. You don't need weight. You could hold some weight with your hands, but you don't really have to, you know, as long as you do it correctly. And you do it nice and slow all the way down, perfect form, you know what I mean? And come back up. Slow in the negative, controlling the movement. This is a perfect example if you want to practice on your form, on your squat form. This is it. You have to, especially if you have, you know, poor heel mobility. This is it. All right, you see how it's holding my feet together? It's not going anywhere. So here we go. We're doing this till failure, till complete failure, as many as we can. All right, let's go. Squeeze on the top, slow, go down slow, sit, squeeze, go down slow, squeeze, slow on the negative, 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 squeeze, now just do partials, regular. That's it. Just to give you a quick summary of what we did today. We started with leg extensions. We did sets to failure. We focused on the contraction, on pausing on the top. And after that, we went to the hamstring curl machine. And we also did sets to failure. Lightweight, because I'm not trying to fatigue the hamstring. Just to activate the hamstring so it can assist in my main compound movement. So after that, we went straight to the hack squat. I did a pyramid set, worked out to a top set with 8 plates. Managed to get a solid 7 to 8 reps. And I'll take that, you know. You know, everybody trains differently. You know, a lot of people are gonna tell you that you have to train in the rep range between 10 and 15 to get them, you know, like the maximum tension in the muscle so it can grow and stuff like that. But you can do that with the back down sets, you know, or with the other exercises. You can focus on tempo, you can focus on contraction and proper execution and all that. But when it's time to really get down with some intensity, heavy is my my choice personally, because I am chasing density in my muscles right now, because when I diet down, machines can only do so much, and my muscles don't hold very well with just doing machines. So I have to go heavy. That's just how it is, When you have average genetics like me, you have to go heavy. And I train heavy all my life, so my body knows how to recognize that right away. And that's how the muscle looks more dense, and how you get it more defined, how everything combined will add up to growth eventually, to muscle growth. So that was my top set, and then after that I did some back down sets, but then I went to the pendulum squat machine, and that's when I focus more on the pausing on the bottom, all the way stretch all the way down, proper form, and slow and controlling the negative, and that's when I really focus on muscle connection, mind to muscle connection, and I got a pretty solid pump with that. Did like 3 to 4 sets to failure. After that, I went to the leg press, same thing. Managed to work up to 5 plates on each side. Not that heavy, honestly. It's just more like focus on, the stretch, slowing down the movement, really feeling the muscle and my quads. And after that, the following exercise was a Bulgarian split squat. I always like to incorporate Bulgarian split squat. Just I really forgot the muscle that goes in here. When you start separating your quads, there's a muscle that goes right in the middle, and then Bulgarian split squat works several muscles in the quadriceps, but you don't want to avoid the Bulgarian split squat. It's just a very functional exercise. You can do that with dumbbells, you can do that with just body weight, so don't neglect that. And then I did that a single leg with the I forgot the name of this bar, safety bar, instead of the Smith machine, just to switch it up. So I did that. After that, I did sets to failure on the, I believe it's called CC squat. Yeah, so I did that, sets to failure. Everything, control, and got a pretty solid pump from every single exercise. But yeah, every exercise had a purpose today, and that pretty much sums up my leg day for today. Quad focus, right? And then I did some calves, and I did some cardio after that, and pretty exhausted, pretty tired, pretty fatigued. I know I'm gonna feel it for the next couple of days. My joints are gonna feel it because I went heavy. My nervous system maybe, but it's fine, because stronger joints, a stronger nervous system equals a stronger muscle, more dense muscle that will last for a really long time. But if, like I explained before, if you want to stay injury free, you definitely want to also incorporate machines. Do what works for you. This is what works for me. And for my goal, for this prep, I'm gonna keep incorporating compound movements, free weights, and machines. So you'll see. So every workout, every training session for me, it has a purpose. And eventually, as we get closer, the training is also going to change. I'm going to lose strength. Training is going to be different, but we're still going to push it no matter what, because that's just how it is, man. Just because you're on prep and you are in a caloric deficit doesn't mean that you have to be a pussy and then train light with high reps. That there's no excuse. You have to push hard. You have to train hard no matter what, as heavy as you can with proper form. That's what it's all about. Okay, so yeah, so this is it, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap, fam. So, hey, so one thing before I forget, for all the people inquiring about personal training, coaching, especially personal training, one-on-one, don't think that people assume that because I'm a bodybuilder, I look intimidating and I train hardcore and intense, that I'm gonna put them through the same intensity, and it's not the case. I'm at a certain level, and for beginners, I adjust, their training accordingly. We do for body weight. It just depends on the individual. So, don't think that I'm gonna just make you squat or deadlift or anything like that, just if you're a beginner. So don't be intimidated by me and by my workouts. I know what I'm doing. This is for me, it's a goal. I train like this for a reason, but for anybody just wants to get in shape, it's just different, but yeah, I train from a variety of people from all ages, and all levels. Okay. Also, coaching is available. Message me for coaching if you want to get in shape. With the summer is already here, but just if you want to improve your lifestyle, don't hesitate to contact me. Okay. So I appreciate everybody's support. Until the next video.
All right, you guys, this is my meal number 5, and it's pretty much 7 ounces of salmon. I measure it cooked, and I like to air fry it. Just is easier, faster that way, especially with the salmon. Okay, so just place it right there. All right, temperature 325 Fahrenheit. 13 minutes air fry. It doesn't have salmon in it, but it's just a simple air fry that I have. Nothing fancy. All right, so we're gonna quick start, and it's gonna start it. As far as my for carbs, I'm gonna measure my cream of rice. Okay, about 60 grams of cream of rice. I have one that's open. All right, you grab a bowl. I'm gonna grab a bowl. I'm gonna measure this in grams. All right, tear it up. Let me tear it down. Take the tear out of it, and I'm gonna measure. All right, it's not enough. The other one. Again, this is cream of rice. Okay, it's another healthy carbohydrate intake. You can do in one of your meals, breakfast, last meal of the day. Besides oatmeal. It's cause a lot of less water retention. Great for dieting, cutting weight. Easy to cook as well. All right, so I'm gonna go and measure more right there. And then this is how it looks like, and I'm gonna pour some water. Not so much. That water is fine, but just a little bit above the surface of the cream of rice. Okay, you don't want to drown it, overflow it with water. That's the last thing you want to do. Okay, and then you put it on the microwave for about 2 minutes, and then after that it's ready to cook. I do a half a spoon of peanut butter and a handful of blueberries, and then I eat all that. That's it. Protein, salmon, and cream of rice is my carbohydrate intake, with also with a little bit of fats. Peanut butter, that's where it's coming from. A fat intake, and my blueberries, which are my antioxidants, and that's it. All right, y'all. So this is my last meal. It's just a shake. Okay. Why is it just a shake? It's because the last thing you want to do is you put your body through more stress during sleep. Okay. The last thing you want to do is having your body to digest food during sleep. Okay. You want your body to shut down and head into deep sleep, so that way your body can fully recover the next day and you can wake up, ready to go. Okay. Recovery is key. Sleep is key. Okay. Sleep is important for muscle gain, and it's key for weight loss as well. Okay. The last thing you want to do is let all your hard work go to waste because you didn't have proper sleep and you didn't have proper recovery. Okay, that's the last thing you want to do. Sometimes you're wondering why you're not dropping the pounds that you're dropping. That's because you haven't been getting enough sleep. Sometimes you're wondering why you're not gaining muscle. That's why. It's because your body's not getting enough sleep or proper sleep. Okay, so I recommend to eat a very low calorie snack or meal, whatever you want to call it, an hour or two prior to bedtime. Okay, it could be lean meat like fish, and some vegetables, and that's all you can have. Or you can throw a little bit of carbs, but very little, very low, because like I said, carbs are kind of harder to digest. So the last thing you want to do is shove in a lot of food before bed, a lot of carbs especially, and interrupt your sleep. That's why you wake up in the middle of the night having nightmares and stuff like that, sweating your ass off. So you don't want to do that. So a shake would do with a little bit of carbs, maybe a little bit of oatmeal, a little bit of cream of rice, or no carbs at all. So that's my recommendation for everybody. Okay, as far as the last meal of the day for everybody. Okay, this is for everybody, because sleep is important, man. Sleep is key to longevity. It's key to life. It's key to mental well-being as well. So, you don't wanna mess up your sleep. All right, y'all. So that's it. I'll be doing another full day of eating when I'm in the middle of prep, probably like 10 weeks out, 8 weeks out, to show you guys what I'm eating leading up to the show. It's gonna get a little more real than that, and foods might be a lot different. Okay, so it is what it is. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for supporting, and I'll see you guys.